What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Kara Corey here, registered dietitian, and I am here to do a full day of eating for you guys. I'm going to take you through everything I eat today. Today was a training day for me. Not that that makes a difference for me. I eat the same macros every day. I am still tracking macros. But yeah, we're going to take you through my full day of eating. And with that, I'm going to sprinkle in some tips and tricks for those of you who are trying to lose weight or just maybe make some modifications in your diet to eat a little healthier, feel a little healthier, and all that good stuff. So tip number one is don't make the mistake I made this morning, which was I went to the gym. I do always train fasted. That's just a preference for me, and that's usually what I tell my clients as well. There isn't one set way of doing it. Yeah, it depends on your goals. For me, I just prefer to feel good when I'm training. So I trained this morning, and then I wanted to stop at the grocery store on the way home, and I was hungry. I had a really good training session. I did upper body, hit some abs, did like 15 minutes of cardio. But by the time I got out of there, got to the grocery store, it was like two and a half hours later, and I was starving. And then I picked up a few things that I wanted to make for breakfast. And in my mind, as I'm driving home, I'm thinking, I'm not gonna make it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get home, get the dog taken care of, get my food ready. I'm gonna have to eat something else. Like, in my mind, that's where I went. And I think that's super relatable because for so many of us, that's what happens when we go too long without eating. We just get in that place where nothing else matters. It doesn't matter what you wanted to eat. It doesn't matter what your goals were for the day. You just need food in your mouth now. So I didn't do that though. I'm good. I'm gonna actually take the time. I've got a little coffee here, some cold brew with unsweetened cashew milk, just sipping on it just to tide me over till I get my food made. But that's tip number one, guys. Always be prepared in those scenarios, which I was not. I took it too long. I probably should have planned to bring an outright bar with me or some fruit or something, just so mentally I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna starve, which is such an extreme thought, but we feel that, right? Like, you feel it in your core, like you're physically not gonna make it. You're gonna die if you don't eat. So anyways, with all that said, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna prep my breakfast. I wanted to make a little something different this morning. I haven't made this in a long time. This is an old recipe I shared back in the day, but I grabbed these Simply Potatoes shredded hash browns because I'm not about to be shredding up potatoes, okay? That's too time consuming, and these are really not that bad in terms of the ingredients that are added to them to preserve it. It's not that bad at all. So I'm gonna make these up on the stovetop. I'm gonna add in some zucchini, some peppers and onions, and then I'm gonna cook up some egg beaters too. And I might have some other stuff. I haven't decided yet, but that's the game plan. Bruce Wayne! Good boy, good boy. I've got my breakfast bowl for my first meal all made up. What I have in here is kind of like a little hash brown situation. I've got the Simply Potatoes mixed in there with zucchini, bell pepper, and onion with some egg beaters and avocado. Then I just did a little drizzle of some sugar-free ketchup on top. For seasonings, I used garlic, sea salt, and some Mrs. Dash sun-dried tomato basil. And then alongside that, I'm having just a little bowl of some fresh pineapple and kiwi. So for me, this is a great first meal because in order for me to have like a successful eating day, if you want to think about it like that, not meaning to have like good or bad or anything like that, but just feeling like, you know what, that was a really good day where I felt really satisfied. It was easy to like, you know, stay on track. For me, that usually involves having meals that are beefed up a little bit more with fruits and vegetables. So for instance, I could have just had the potatoes, nothing else, but starting to sneak vegetables into your breakfast is a really great way to start your day off on the right step. Getting in that additional fiber is just gonna help overall kind of slow down the digestion of your food that you're consuming. By slowing down digestion, what that leads to is you just feeling more full and satisfied for that much longer. That's why I always like to have a balance of carbs, proteins, and fats, because the addition of fat helps with satiety as well, because it does take a bit longer to digest. And then adding in the fiber too, get some fiber in the avocado as well, just kind of helps make you feel more full. And as I mentioned, I added zucchini into this. Zucchini has barely any carbs in it, so it's a great filler. You can't even tell which is zucchini and which is potato. So you can really add a ton of zucchini, maybe just a little potato, however you want to work it. Zucchini is a great voluminous vegetable that you can sneak into a ton of different meals, or if you're worried about your kids eating vegetables, that's a great one you can sneak in there and they'll have no idea. And I've also just been craving all the good, sweet, juicy fruit this summer. So, part of staying on track with your meals is eating food that does taste good and sound good to you. You don't have to eat a boring diet. It doesn't have to be bland. You can eat till you're full and still stay on track. So I'm going to start with this. I always kind of like plan it out what I'm going to eat. But then I kind of take 10 minutes afterwards to figure it out. If I'm still hungry after 10 minutes after I'm done eating, I'm gonna head back in the kitchen and grab something else. But if not, I'll move on about my business. But it's always good to kind of slow down, give yourself 10 to 15 minutes after eating as well, to really make sure that you're giving your body enough time to send that signal to your brain to tell yourself when you're full. And I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna eat. And this is my happy dance. Forgot to take my supplements this morning, but that's okay. We're going to take them right now. So first thing in the morning, what I usually take, or with my first meal, either way, I take Regular, which is Am I gonna have talking issues all day? I take Regulator every day. The serving on this is 3 capsules. You can split that up with meals, but I always just take all 3 in one shot. And I usually take that before I go to the gym in the morning. Usually by the time we at the gym, we good to go. We're good to be regular. Is that too much information? I don't know, but sharing it anyways. Next up, I've been taking hair, skin, and nails. This launched not too long ago from Pervitum. I was so excited about this one. Serving size 4 capsules. As you guys know who followed the channel, I've had some issues with my skin and acne since being off birth control, so I was really excited to try this one, and so far so good. I'm still testing it out. Maybe I'll do like a full review on it. Let me know if that interests you guys or not, or I can always pop it in a vlog. But I'm really liking the results so far. I had mentioned in my favorites video that I find my skin is less inflamed. I'm still having some breakouts, but they're not as frequent. They're not as intense when I do have them. And again, my skin's just less inflamed, so it's really easy for me to cover it with makeup and no one knows, which I appreciate. So that's hair, skin, and nails. And then I'm also still taking Acumen by Pervitum as well. This is just an advanced turmeric complex. And I haven't been so good about using turmeric with my meals. I used to be really good about that. We probably need to like leave it on the counter so don't forget to use it. But this I take every day regardless if I'm using turmeric or not. Just to help with any inflammation I might be having. And there's a lot of different other health benefits too of turmeric. So this is my morning supplement go-to. Baby, I can only take 2 at a time, so that's what we're doing. All of these are available at tigerfitness.com, in case you didn't know. See, I thought I was still hungry after I ate my meal, but now that I took my supplements and I'm chugging this water, it's good. We're good. For at least 5 minutes till I'm ready for my next meal. All right, guys, I am feeling ready for some lunch. I'm very hungry right now, so I'm gonna make up something very delicious, and I have tons of yummy meats to choose from because I'm actually partnering up with ButcherBox, and I'm really excited about it because I've known about ButcherBox probably for like 2 years now. My sister actually used them previously, And I remember being like, you got meat delivered to your doorstep? That's a little weird, right? She said it was like the best meat she ever had. So Butcher Box is a company that delivers meats, different cuts of meats. They have like over 20 different selections, beef, chicken, pork, fish that you can choose. Like they have different boxes you can customize, or they have like separate boxes you can pick from. I did a customized like mix of stuff, and it does get delivered right to your doorstep. It comes in frozen, so it's all like insulated, comes in nice and frozen, so you can pop it right in your freezer, or you can take out what you want, which is what I did. I grabbed a piece of salmon and a piece of organic chicken breast. And that leads me to the other thing too. All of their meat, which is what's really cool about this company, is it's humanely raised in terms of the animals that they're sourcing, and everything has never had any hormones or antibiotics added to it. So they really do care about the animals that they are utilizing. It was hard for me to choose what I wanted to try first, but I was in the mood for salmon, so I'm gonna try out the wild caught, and it's Alaskan Sockeye salmon. This came from Bristol Bay, Alaska. I'm really excited about it. There's 15 grams of fat, which is all heart-healthy sources of fat. 0 carbs, 36 grams of protein in about a 6-ounce serving, which is what I got. So we're gonna make this up as part of my lunch. Butcher Box also wanted to help hook up you guys. So if you want, I'm gonna have a link in the description box. You guys can go click that link, head on over to their site, check out what they have there, and you will get 3 free pounds of chicken. It's organic, by the way, and you will also get $10 off your first order. So check it out, you guys. I'm gonna make up my lunch right now. We're gonna test it out and see if this meat is titties approved. I wanted to show you guys too, just so you know, everything does come packaged in nice portions. So the salmon, for instance, is already in 6-ounce portions. Same with the organic chicken breast. I already cut a pack off, but each pack has like 1 to 2 chicken breasts already perfectly portioned in there, which is nice since it's frozen. You can just cut off one like I did and thaw it out, you know what I'm saying? So everything comes nice and easily portioned for you. All right, so I'm gonna make up my salmon. I wanted to show you guys how I do it because I get asked how I cook my meat a lot of times. For this salmon, I thawed it out, as I mentioned, and then I like to make sure it sits at room temperature for at least 10 minutes before I cook it. I do the same with steak as well. It's just something about letting the meat get to room temperature. I don't know, it cooks better, it cooks more easily and tastes better. Not sure the science behind it, but that's step number 1 that I do. Step number 2, I season it. I don't do anything crazy, and I'm gonna do something a little different today, but still keep it very simple. I usually like to season with just like some garlic, sea salt, and pepper, and then I might use some type of like seafood spice. But instead of that today, I found this at the grocery store. You guys know I love G. Hughes and his sugar-free condiments and sauces. This one is an orange ginger marinade, no high fructose corn syrup. A serving of this has 1 carb in it. Not bad at all. And I just thought the sound of orange ginger marinade like would go really well on salmon. And it smells really good too. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. I think I'm just gonna measure it out. I don't know how thick it is. I think it's kind of thin, not thick. I'm gonna take a tablespoon. Yeah, that should be good. I'm just gonna slather it on. If I needed more, I could add more. You could certainly like marinate this for a period of time, like, you know, a couple hours or so for the flavors to really absorb in, but I haven't got time for that, so we're not gonna do that. But we are gonna add the garlic sea salt and the pepper to it. Okay, a little garlic sea salt and some pepper. I like a lot of pepper. And I'm just gonna season the one side. I'm gonna slap it like this because it's fun. I'm just gonna season the one side because the other side is the skin, and I do cook it with the skin on. I'm gonna cook this in the air fryer today because I really like the way salmon turns out in the air fryer. It's quicker, and something about it, I don't know why, it cooks it better than on the stovetop. And it cooks it quicker. So we're gonna do that. So in times like this when I'm that hungry, I don't wanna have anything too complex that's gonna take too long to cook. I don't wanna throw a casserole in the oven that's gonna take an hour, because realistically, I can't wait that long. So what I'm gonna do is just eat some more like already ready to go foods One of my favorite things to eat with salmon is jasmine rice. I just love jasmine rice. I can't help it, you guys. It tastes so freaking good. Does it offer a lot of nutritional value? No. I mean, it's a carbohydrate, so that's good for energy, but it doesn't really offer much above and beyond that, other than it is fortified with a few different things there, niacin, folate, stuff like that. But I just love it. Quick, simple, 90 seconds in the microwave, and I'm good. And then I had already made up some Brussels sprouts yesterday, so I had these already in the fridge. So again, all I have to do is heat them up. So this is when it helps to have foods already cooked, already prepared, so that you don't have to, you know, just try to hurry up and find something or run the risk of not eating a healthy, varied meal. So that's my spiel on that. I'm gonna put my salmon in the air fryer at 375, probably for a total of 10 minutes, but what I'm gonna do is check on it about halfway through, and I'm gonna leave it skin side down. Quick and easy lunch all set. I've got my jasmine rice here, my Brussels sprouts, and my salmon that I cooked for about 10 minutes, I wanna say, maybe a little bit longer. The nice thing about cooking it in the air fryer is that bottom layer of skin, it comes right off nice and easily. So let's take a bite. See how good it is with that orange ginger marinade. Salmon's really freaking good. Definitely gets my titties approval. And I don't know that I can really taste this orange ginger marinade though. I think you probably do actually have to let it marinate in it. Might be why it's called marinade. Really good though. I might take a little and just like dip it in there, but that salmon is phenomenal. So good, you guys. I'm gonna be left alone with my lunch. Be sure to click that link, head on over to ButcherBox's website, and check out all the great meats that you can get and the discount as well. All right, I know I already ate seafood today, but I just really love seafood, okay, you guys? So we're gonna eat some shrimps. I only have 4 shrimp left. Jason got these from the fish truck Friday. Why do I feel like that's so long ago? That was
from the place that we were just at.
That was yesterday.
John's Fish Truck. Is it John? I don't know.
I don't know.
It says somebody's name on there.
It's somebody's fish truck, and we just buy fish off of it.
I think his name's John.
I like to air fry these guys. I just spray them with some Pam spray. And then I'm going to use some... No, I'm not going to use tomato basil. Give me some garlic sea salt. I'm going to use the Spice Beast Master Blend. Have you had this one?
I've had them all.
Oh, this already has sea salt and garlic in it. Maybe I don't need that then. This one smells really good. Sea salt, garlic, parsley, red bell pepper. And that's it.
That's it?
That's it. So we're going to sprinkle the shit out of these guys.
Did you air fry those or no?
No, we're going to.
Oh, okay.
So 4 shrimps. They're only going to take like not even 5 minutes in the air fryer because I could just eat them like this.
Because they're already cooked.
But we're going to air fry them, and then I'm going to put them on a salad with some cucumbers and greens.
Dip it. Dip it
and
in
blueberries.
He's been wanting shrimp so bad.
Well, can he eat a cucumber?
You've never eaten shrimp in your life. He's like, fuck that.
He backs up. He's like, no, Mom. Oh,
That's good. I'm going to take some of the extra off at the bottom.
your cucumber's going to taste like shrimp juice.
I like shrimp juice.
Grab a nut.
You can grab those nuts how you want.
Grab these nuts. We're not out, are we?
No, they're in a little baggie.
Something the husband and I have been doing is we went to the bulk section at Wegmans and bought some Brazil nuts. We've been doing 1 Brazil nut a day. I've usually been doing 2, but 1 Brazil nut a day provides you the recommended amount of selenium in your diet?
I think it's 3. But you get it from other stuff too. Isn't it 3 Brazil nuts?
Well, I just read it said 1.
Oh, okay.
All it takes is 1 Brazil nut. Maybe it depends on how big these nuts are.
These nuts are big.
A single Brazil nut contains 68 to 91 micrograms of selenium. The recommended dietary allowance is 55.
So yeah, we eat one of these a day just for health. So this is like a supplement for us. We treat this like we would a supplement, not like a snickety snack. Even though it'd be a good snickety snack.
It is a good little snack.
I put Spice Beast in mine.
Is this why you started it, for thyroid health?
Yep. I did.
Antioxidant effects, anti-inflammatory, lowering blood sugar, improving brain function.
Basically all the issues I have.
You guys.
Except for insulin, mine's too low.
Oh, they probably mean like 1 real big Brazil nut.
These are big.
That one's in its shell.
You don't eat the shell.
I know, but I'm just saying.
No, them at 1.
You can cook them on the stove. Dinner tonight, don't be eating my pistachio meats.
I like them nut meats.
I love me some nut meats. I'm having maybe a weird dinner. I was gonna put my shrimp in my salad. Now I'm putting it next to my salad because I'm just gonna eat it by itself. And then I've got here some like these fresh greens from the farmers that are literally down the street from us are so good. Like you can tell they're fresh picked greens. They're delightful. So I'm having those with some cucumber, some blueberries from the farm, and then some pistachio meats. And then to top it off for dressing, all I'm using is this lemon balsamic vinegar. Scrumptious. It's got a little sweetness to it. Love it.
Shrimps are so good.
Wow. Have you tried that flavor?
Not in shrimp.
Oh my god.
I haven't actually, I've tried every flavor.
Take a bite.
Like on my finger.
I'm sure I have 4,000. You can't have the whole thing, Jack.
That's super good on that. Wow.
Really good.
We need to go get more. We need to go to the farm stand tomorrow and get more. That's awesome that we can go get them all week long. We've been on a shrimp kick lately.
You won't eat crab cakes with me, though?
No.
You're anti-crab cake? Because you're a crab.
I am.
So, well, I probably have 4,000 seasonings in my teeth. There's nothing magical about salads. You actually have to be careful with salads when you're eating out because just because something's a salad doesn't mean it's healthy. Sometimes you look at menus, like if you go to Cheesecake Factory, the salads have just as many calories in it as a burger and fries. Nutrition-wise, do they have the same nutritional value there? It depends on what's being thrown into the salad. You can make a salad very healthy, or you can make it with tons of unhealthy stuff too. So for me personally, I like a salad because it's just like a means of like throwing a bunch of fun things on top of it that I enjoy eating together. A salad just kind of forces you to slow down, like I was mentioning earlier in the video. It forces you to slow down. A lot of chewing has to take place, which almost just forces you to be more in tune with your hunger and satiety cues, which is just, it's really key for most of us. We're busy, we're in a hurry. Most of us don't take the time we need to sit down, really enjoy a meal and chew it slowly and just enjoy the flavors and the aromas and all that good stuff. So a salad kind of forces us to do that. So if you're someone that just really needs some help with slowing down, find a way to make a salad fun. It doesn't have to be what you're thinking of. You can make a salad anything you want. Like, get creative with it. Throw some pistachio meats in it, you know? Throw some nut meats up in there. I enjoy it. You will too. Throw some fruit in there. I know some people are still like, fruit in a salad, or fruit's really high in sugar. But fruit is really good for you. So don't even try to come at me about it being too high in sugar. Fruit is a natural source of sugar. It's not added sugar. There's a big difference there in how we utilize it in the body. And fruit has so many other benefits to it, with fiber and antioxidants, anti-inflammatory benefits. Depending on what type of fruit, there's different benefits there. So throw some fun fruit in there. You know, some vegetables that you like eating. You can find ways to dress it up. Something like this has a nice sweet taste to it, this lemon balsamic vinegar, and it's not high in fat or loaded with artificial nonsense. So you do have to be careful with like what you're dressing it with. But you know, I just wanted to give a little PSA on salads. Do you have to eat them to lose weight or to be a healthy eater? Absolutely not. I've honestly always enjoyed salads, but I'm very particular about how I make them and what I like in them. Sorry. Hi, I'm gross.
That was a good tip.
So yeah.
What do you tell your clients that are following everything, eating their salads, eating their fruits, and they're stuck at a plateau? Because sometimes the average healthy person, calories in versus calories out, but then there's outliers that the body adapts, or they, like somebody who's like, a thyroid issue, for example, that can't lose weight.
We're talking about a person with a thyroid issue or a general person?
Just general, I'm just saying, like, anyone, like, who's stuck.
I think it doesn't matter who you are, like, you're going to go through a plateau. So I think that's the bigger thing to know it. You're not always going to be in a lose cycle. It doesn't work that perfectly. There's going to be peaks and valleys, and sometimes it's going to slow down. Even for myself personally, I can be as consistent as can be, and it can take me 4 to 6 weeks before I really see like a drop in weight, if that's all you're looking at. So that's why you can't just look at the weight and say, oh, I'm plateauing, I'm doing something wrong. There's always ways to assess if there is anything different you're doing in your diet. Are you hitting your macro targets perfectly, but maybe there's some other variables within the diet that could be like changed or fixed? Are you hitting your macros but you're going out to eat every day? Because I've been that person before where I'm like, I'm hitting my macros, but like I'm going and eating out like once or twice a week.
She does never the same. You get the same meal twice.
So that could make a difference. And then I also like to look at too, if someone I know is really like doing their food really well, how's your intensity with your workouts? Is that anything where you could maybe push a little harder versus going through the motions? But then there's also all those other factors. Stress is huge. So what's going on in your life? Have you been stressed? Have you been anxious? Has something changed recently? Is something bothering you?
Think about just like stress and like hair loss. The dog, for example, he's not in the shedding stage, right? You can rub him, no hair comes out. He goes someplace, he gets stressed, like the vet, for example. He does great, the vet, but he gets stressed, and it's just everywhere. I mean, right there goes to show what stress does to you.
Exactly.
Like, wait, soften it for a second.
Yeah, so it's really kind of just looking at like what other factors could be impacting you. Number one, are you truly doing everything that you can be doing 100%, or are there some places you can tweak within your diet and your workouts? If you're like, no, I'm all in here, then there might be some other factors that are really contributing to the plateau. Maybe it is time to go to a doctor and get some blood work done and see what's going on. Are your thyroid levels functioning normally or not, or is there other things going on there? It's always good to know what's going on internally as well, and what externally in your environment is going on that could be impacting you.
Do clients ever send you their labs? Is that like a huge help to you?
Yeah, it's
I can see it being a massive help.
Yeah, it's really good. Like one of my recent clients, she got all her hormones tested too and sent it to me at the beginning of her bikini prep. So I thought that was really great that we could look at that together, and then, because we plan to work together for a very long period of time throughout multiple shows, a long off season, and then hitting more shows. So that'll give us a good reference point of.
Is she gonna get tested again, like at some point, to kind of like, okay, this is pre-competition, this is competition.
And not everyone does that, but I always encourage people to send me their labs if they've had them taken. Actually, I've had quite a few people this past week send me labs.
Oh, really? And we just went over your labs in the video.
Cholesterol, other stuff like that. That's so good. I really love that lemon balsamic vinegar. This is local here, so.
Right by where I get my hair, right where they cut these beautiful curls. Right? Brooklia Drive. Miracles.
So you're not gonna, I don't know that you can find a Sicilian lemon balsamic vinegar where you live, but they do have a website. I'll give them a shout out. I mean, I don't get nothing for this. oliveonbrooklia.com if you guys want to check this out. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Titties approved?
There's no macros or anything, but I just enter in a lemon balsamic that there is macros for. Mm-hmm. Want to try it?
Sure. I'm just good with that. I don't want no greens.
You need a green because it's got the flavor.
No.
You might not get the flavor. Might not get any flavor though.
Look at that. It's wicked good. Tastes almost like an apple. That with just that almost tastes like an apple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard picking up the blueberries.
That's why I'm all team organic now. After that pineapple and the mango we've been eating and the kiwi.
Just
Team organic, sign me up.
tastes better.
That pineapple's amazing.
But we spend buku bucks for 2 little people eating food.
And then Bruce is expensive to feed.
And
How much do you think you're spending? Probably $400 a month
on him,
feeding him.
dude, I don't even know.
200 to 400, somewhere in there.
I used to think Winston was bad. Because his bag of kibble was $90, but it would last me 2 months.
Yeah, that's a week for Bruce. Because also I go to the grocery store and I'll buy stuff throughout the week too sometimes.
Or I'll go to the Asian market.
We don't get kids, no big deal.
Who's
And
your
he's
baby?
so picky too, which sucks.
I'm so excited! We got Jiffy Pop! Yes! Give me 5! Give me high 5! Yes, brother! Jiffy Pop, I grew up on this stuff. I grew up camping, so every summer we were camping, and this was just classic Houdons. Yes, that's my maiden name. We were always popping popcorn. My dad would make us Jiffy Pop, and I love popcorn, I always have. And I saw this in the store today with the summer vibes on it, and I had to have it. So this is what we're gonna finish off the night with, a little Jiffy Pop. And I honestly don't know if I've ever cooked this on the stove. Have I ever bought this for us?
You haven't?
So we're gonna try to not burn it and enjoy this for our last little snackaroo we're gonna have here tonight. Probably gonna make a protein shake with it and watch a scary movie. So it's gonna be a good time. For gas, we're gonna set flame at medium low. I'm gonna do it at like a 2. I don't want it to explode. Just watch it all like go everywhere. I don't want to burn it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have less popcorn and not burn it. Okay, I need a fork. Yes. There she is. Olive popcorn. I cooked it long enough.
It's this isn't gonna cook anymore.
Okay.
When it pops, it's cooked.
Okay. It's chewy.
Because it's garbage.
It's not garbage.
You have pumpkin pie.
Let's just do that.
You have espresso, blueberry, red velvet, mint, and cookies and cream, and peanut butter fluff.
Let's do pumpkin pie.
Sorry guys, that's not available at tigerfitness.com until October.
You do have a little scratch on your face from Bruce.
Yeah, he hit me.
I'll let you know as soon as you can get basic.
What's that?
So they can be basic bitches for Halloween.
She's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a popcorn guy.
He always says that, and then anytime I'd get popcorn, he'd eat like half of it, and he'd be like, okay, I'm done. And then take another handful. Okay, I'm really done. You never feel good after you eat popcorn.
I don't. It gives me a headache too.
I know, why is that?
I think it's the fake butter shit.
Oh, the imitation butter. So last meal, a little something different. It's not really a meal, snack. I'm gonna have a pumpkin pie protein shake here to finish off my protein macros. And then I'm gonna portion out a serving of that popcorn. It said it's 4 cups of popcorn, but I have to measure it out. Then what are we watching for a scary movie? Oh, we're gonna watch, have you guys watched Slasher on Netflix? I don't know if we're late to that or if it's not really a big deal, but we've watched the first 2 seasons and
So good.
it's really, really good. I like it. I don't know if it's just because it's filmed in Canada. Hey.
Want to try Henry's blueberries?
I already ate Henry's blueberries in my salad.
They're good.
I know. They're in my salad. So yeah, we might watch that if we don't find any scary movies on TV. I feel like there's been nothing at the movie theater lately, and that sucks.
Spider-Man was awesome.
I didn't see it though.
The Avengers was good. It was just long. The last Avengers was better.
The Avengers was really good.
For scary movies, there's been nothing. But Are You Afraid of the Dark comes out, I think. It.
Oh yeah, it will be good.
It's gonna be so good. What else? Oh. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Quit poking me. I almost just dropped us.
Do you guys ever have that book growing up, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? They're making it into a movie August 9th. Oh, it comes out this Friday.
Can you throw up a picture of what the book looks like?
Yeah, it's some weird guys. Why are you making fun of my hair?
It's cute.
I don't even know what it looks like.
It's cute. Put a picture of the book up because I wasn't sure what he was talking about until he showed me the book, and I'm like, yes, we have that.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that'll be
What
good.
else is coming out for movies? Oh,
Stop! It tickles.
Zombieland 2 in October. We'll probably save that for when we're in Orlando.
Baby, I want to eat my popcorn. Now, ooh, I like the ones that look like brains.
I do too. All right, let's close her up so you can eat and I can shower and I can eat.
Okay, good.
Actually, you're gonna take 2 of these too.
I'm gonna do a little hemp daily. Shot of hemp daily. Oh, and my Tyrant. That's the other thing. I started taking it at nighttime again.
Why'd you? Actually, that goes along with your other video.
Yeah. Started taking this again just to see if it helps with my hormones. So the DIM in particular is supposed to be really good for helping you to be a better estrogen producer, I guess, right?
No, estrogen control agent. You don't need more estrogen.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
From keeping your estrogen from going high.
Anti-estrogen. Anyways, gonna take my Tyrant hemp daily and call it a night. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Make yourself some popcorn.
Let me know what you'd like to see in the next videos, and that's it. Bye.